I love the classic PlayStation. Oh god, classic Capcom startup. Okay. Going right into it, are we? Alright, now I need to hope that the game's aspect ratio works out well, because otherwise I'm going to need to work around on that. So, for those watching the VOD, since I upload them in separate playlists, hi. We finished 7. So we're starting this game now. Pardon me when the screen gets a little bit weird here. I gotta make sure.
Hi, Bun Bun. How are you doing tonight? Nice of you to join us at the beginning of the stream.
Gotta make the aspect ratio right. Because 7 was weird on this system in terms of, like, where it made the top and bottom of the screen.
What do you mean?
The best way to put it is... it made the game weirdly placed in, like, 1/3 versus another third. Also, we're getting a bunch of backstory right now, I know, but it's relatively unimportant. What?
Okay, there we go. When I tried reloading the page, it said you were still offline. And then when you said that, I immediately refreshed again, and you were there.
What can I say? I'm magical. Lore about the fact the world's fucking drowned. This is our future, everyone.
Something, global warming, something. Depression, something.
In this far-flung future, I think like 2,000 or 3,000 years after the Mega Man ZX games, yeah, the world's flooded, and everyone's searching around for some mystical treasure known as the Mother Lode. The ultimate refractor shard that powers the world that could be worth billions, but also be enough to energy to help everything. And the people who search for that are the Diggers. And hey, look, we got our mascot characters. It's the Surf Bots. They're adorable, I swear.
I want to punt it.
All right, now here's where I get a little bit different than most people. This game uses tank controls to move. So like
when you say tank controls,
left and right just move you left and right. They don't rotate you. L1, R1 are for that normally. You can switch it so that it works like Resident Evil, though, and so like left and right will rotate controls. You. Sort of. Resident Evil is the closest thing if you use the directional buttons. But honestly, I played this game so much on the default growing up that I don't like the one most people use.
Of course you gotta be different, huh?
Well, it's because I just didn't care to check options when I was a kid.
Oh, why does that not surprise me?
I'm going to raise the volume up just a tad, because there's a lot of dialogue in this game.
What's it like to have dialogue in your game?
How audible is that?
Hang on. Is that voice supposed to be loud?
It's quiet as it is, but yeah, this is before they did in different volumes for like voice versus.
Turn it up a little bit then.
Yeah, I'll turn it up a tad.
Because I heard it, but it was like.
You can also raise the volume.
You know when you hear a voice from like down the hall, like a slightly loud TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was that.
Legends 2 is definitely better about audio balance, as was Tron Bonne. Mind you, it's like this game had a relatively small budget, and they just... oh boy. And here's our Mega Man for the game, Mega Man Walnut. Not a robot! He's
so it's
organic.
Not a Mega Man game.
Well, I'm technically getting into Legends 2 spoilers, but yes and no. As well as Endgame Legends 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
I'm okay, Roll. Everything's all right here. Don't count your chickens yet. I'm picking something up on my screen. Looks like a Reaver bot.
Do you just slide on his head to get out of there?
Right. You see anything? Let me know. Here we go.
Yeah, he did.
Don't know how I feel about that.
All right, here we go. Adventure game time, baby. All right, we have the Resident Evil quick turn, left L1 R1 to rotate, square fires, triangle kicks. I love this fucking jump sound.
Wait a second. There should be a Reaver bot around there somewhere.
As a kid, this was an area I got stuck in. Oh, actually, no, not stuck. I got scared by this game.
I was gonna say, wasn't this the beginning? Isn't this the beginning of the game?
Yes, I didn't get too far into this game as when I was really little. Partially because I was scared of the game's ambiance it has for a lot of areas. All right, over there we got Reaver bots. And they will pop out like they're newborn babies.
It's the Mega Man not too many people like.
The sad thing is, Quick Play's right. Legends has a very small fan base compared to everything else. We're very loud, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, you are, I know.
But we are very minor in comparison. And honestly, if people just play Mega Man Legends 1 and don't like it, I don't blame them. I love Legends 1. It's arguably my favorite in the series. But Tron Bonne and Legends 2 are definitely more action-oriented games.
Can you see a door nearby?
Yes, I can. But I want Zenny. Because when you kill Reaver bots, they drop a couple of different things, namely refractor shards, which are the weird gems they're dropping, which are our money for the game. As the pause menu will show us, we have 500 now. Squares like that, those are health. I'm at max health, though. That's what the squares are on the far left.
Where are you going, Mega Man? That's not the right way.
I don't care, Roll.
I don't like the way that looks. Maybe you'd better head back.
Nah, I'm fine. Oh no, a dead end. Ooh, a switch.
Careful, Mega Man. It looks
It's a
like
trap.
you're surrounded.
Hope you're doing well tonight, Quick Play, by the way.
Mega Man, are you alright?
Yes, I'm fine, Roll. I'm actually super used to the Legends 2 color palette for Mega Man right now because they lightened his color scheme a little bit for that one.
That should be the way out. It's not far from your current position.
Use the circle button to investigate items and open doors. It's weird. I hate how Final Fantasy VII makes the circle like the confirm button. I'm super used to it for this game.
Watch out, there's something right in front of you.
Also, biggest improvement Legends 2 made off the bat. When you're locked in, when you lock on with the R2 button, you can't move in this game. You just do this and boom, you're stuck. Legends 2, you can move and target things simultaneously. Mind you, I already know the rapid fire trick because, and this is something that's very key to learn early on, you have a rapid fire stat. As you can see, I'm firing maybe about 3 a second. If you just mash forward while you're firing, your rapid fire increases tremendously. Because you restart the animation.
So it's like a... What was the Summoning Salt video recently?
Good question. I don't remember.
Was it Contra?
Yes.
Hold it, don't move.
That scared me as a kid.
Looks like it didn't see you.
Contra scared you as a kid?
No, the Reaver bot's screaming by. Same with the, and you might just barely be able to hear it, but there's like a weird little meow, meow sound in the background that terrified me as a kid. So I thought it was the growl or something. This thing's only in like 3 or 4 rooms in the game. This is a giant energy cube. You shoot at it, and it'll explode into a bunch of Zenny and health. I think all the Zenny's worth is also doubled on easy mode. With that said, you can't access easy mode unless you beat in hard mode.
What?
What easy mode is, I think enemies have a little less health, and you get an accessory super early on that like boosts your stats beyond the maximum. Yeah, this is the sound effect that scared me. No, that's probably butchering the bit rate.
Mega
Let's
Man,
see.
I'm picking up a Reaver bot. He's above you. Watch out.
Holy shit, that is butchering the bit rate. I was right.
It was, but not as bad as I was expecting.
Alright, we got this enemy here. It scared me as a kid. What I'm trying to say is, little me was a little bit pusillanimous.
You were a little bitch.
Exactly. Here we got the power generators for that barrier. You can shoot it, or just give it the Fonzarelli treatment. And here we have our first chests. Press circle to open them. Chests contain Zenny or upgrades for Mega Man more often than not. Like the Power Razor. This game, in lieu of accessories, has buster parts, which you can attach to your gun, your buster, just by going into the equip menu, really. There are, I think, 4 different stats for Mega Man's buster. Attack, energy, range, and rapid. Attack is pretty self-explanatory. That's the amount of damage a shot does. Energy dictates the size of the bullet. I'm not exactly sure what that changes. Maybe knockback. Range is pretty self-explanatory, as is rapid. There are a lot of buster parts in this game.
Mega Man, I'm showing a large blip in front of you. It's
Also, not for
probably a
nothing.
Reaver bot.
For Capcom of the era, Legends 1's voice acting is pretty damn good.
Can you hear me?
It's got a little bit of hamming up in it, especially in terms of one voice actor who's less than pleasing in real life, and is also now dead now that I think about it.
Can you hear me?
The voice actor for one of the villains, despite me enjoying his performance in this game, got busted for child porn.
Ooh.
And he's also now dead. Alright, Hanmuru Doll is the first boss fight. It'll charge at you and make its giant hammer arm do a hammer motion. With that said, may I introduce you to circle strafing. Hold one direction and then press the opposite shoulder button to just move in a circle. Hold the square button and you win. That works for about 80% of the boss fights. That said, there's also more interesting stuff to do with boss fights later on, just because you get more techniques. Let's know that was a Gundam sound effect, I'm fairly certain. Alright.
Sky.
Got out of there pretty well.
Glad to have to say it after being underground for so long. I wonder where Roar went.
Why'd the funny Hammer power back on? He Angie. He also wants a left arm. You know what? Don't blame him.
Back for more?
It took me years to understand what he was saying there. He's saying back for more. Now, realistically speaking, Mega Man, where'd you think you were gonna go? You're on a giant fucking 200-foot tower in the middle of the ocean.
See ya.
Yeet!
Hold on. We're taking off.
Roger.
Meet our airship, the Flutter. Also, I'd like to note, this motherfucker just starts looking up, and his body is just fucking rotating 45 degrees by the end of this. Look at that shit. That's just funny to me. And we never see it again. I'm kind of sad. If a weird thing for me to say, if I was the game designer, I would have had that motherfucker come back by the end game completely like covered in seaweed, pissed off and trying to follow us still because we stole the refractor. Yeah, fly into that 2D landscape.
Phew. Nice timing, Roll.
Anytime, Mega Man. I'm sorry, Mega Man. I had some engine
Honest to God, I expected it to run off the
It's
tower. That would have
okay,
been funny,
Roll.
too.
But I'm glad you showed up when you did.
All's well that ends well, right? And we were able to get a refractor. We should be able to get by with that for a while. If only the mother lode were as easy to find as this.
Don't worry. We'll find it someday. And your parents, too.
Thanks. I know we will.
Oh, the engine's overheating. The smoke's so thick I can barely see.
What? I guess the flutter's in worse shape than I thought.
Roll, the number 5 feeder's going crazy. She can't take much more of this.
Gramps, can you open up the number
Yeah,
11
audio
valve
balancing
again?
these cutscenes is far from
We'd
perfect.
better find some place to
Still,
sit down.
arguably better than Resident Evil 1 and
Check the
Birdemic.
map.
There's an island called Kattelox about 100 miles southwest.
Good. Check.
Also, wait, I never even thought about it. 100 fucking miles with your engine like that, unless these things fly at like 10 miles a minute. Actually, now I think about it, aircraft does fly really fucking fast, doesn't it? Yeah, never mind. I'm stupid.
Too much more by myself down here. Can somebody give me a hand?
Sorry, Gramps, but my hands are a little full right now.
Oh, I see it.
True, that is the bare minimum to have better voice acting than and better audio balance than, but it's also by the same company.
Hold on.
Only like a year apart, I think? Yeah, Resident Evil 1 was March of '96. This was December 18th of '97. This was just over a year. Maybe a year and a half. Well, we survived. Airship didn't.
This looks pretty bad. I don't think it'll be safe to set foot in here for quite a while.
We've been pushing her so hard. Haven't been taking good enough care of her. We'll just have to fix her up.
Looks like the repairs aren't going to be finished anytime soon. We'll be here for a while, I guess.
Perfect time to have a setting.
Call it Mega Man. Kattelox? Must have a town or a city somewhere. Think you could go take a look around?
The font looks like FF7. Yeah, it does have a very similar feel, as does the blue windows. And I should note, Mega Man hinted towards it in that cutscene because Roll's parents are missing. Mega Man and Roll aren't related in this. And that's not Dr. Light at all. Mega Man, you learned this from the manual because you were meant to read manuals back then. Mega Man was found by Barrel when he was on a dig, alongside our other mascot character, Monkey. This is Data. He is our adorable dancing save point. He's also where you can recharge your energy in case you're low on health, and he can give you general ideas about where you should go. I'm glad that a game that's basically an action-adventure with some RPG elements has a feature like that, by the way. Because the worst fucking feeling is getting back into an RPG after an extended absence, and you're like, where am I? Are you alive, Anthem?
No.
Mood. You're not sassing me as often. I'm noticing that. You're tired, aren't you?
I've been tired. I'm more just zoned out though.
Alright, I get you. I get you. And I don't know what it is. I've always loved how Legends 1 looked. I think Legends 2 is definitely the graphically superior game, but there's just something so PlayStation about this. It's so crunchy looking. Especially these trees. Actually, now I think about it, these trees are just plus-shaped billboards. To town! Okay, like, I get why in lore that's there because there's sites people will do investigations at that way. But they almost phrase it like this is where people would make a landing. And I don't know why. I just find that funny. Huh? Holy shit, the cops responding at a reasonable pace? What the fuck? Damn. This is the ideal future.
So this is unrealistic then, huh?
Yep. I've always loved these cop models, though. I don't know why. Maybe it's just the facelessness of them all and the fact they're always doing a little... Huh? Huh? I've just found that always funny.
Ah, Mega Man! The police saw us crash land and came to check up on us.
Well, you certainly...
I forgot that
quite a
motherfucker's
show.
voice. Well, you certainly put on quite a show.
Right. Let me welcome you to Kattelox Island. Now, I'd like to ask one of you to come with me to the station.
We need you to fill out some immigration forms so you can get your registration and ID card. You can't enter the city without one.
Don't worry. It won't take very long. While you're waiting, you can spend your time in the shopping arcade next to the city. You don't need an ID card to get in there.
Are you ready to go, Professor?
Yeah, I like how they say we need one of yous to come with us when there's only one person, like, legally of age to do any kind of forms like that. Because I think Mega Man and Roll are supposed to be, like, 14 through 17. Like, I know people talk about X being, like, the teenage Mega Man, but no, that's definitely Volnut. X is, like, early 20s, I would argue, in terms of tone. Alright, let's head to that shopping area, where I will undoubtedly lose myself in the music, because I fucking love this game's atmosphere for some reason. And I've never been able to quite nail down why. Huh, that's a busted up car that may or may not be in Mega Man 11. Hey, dude. Want to go down inside the ruins to look for some parts and other stuff. But I'm afraid of Reaver bots and whatever else may be down there. But if I don't find something to sell in my shop, I'll be in trouble. That's another airship. Looks like they didn't crash land, lucky bastards. Nope. This is a no parking zone. I mean, it's not exactly labeled as such. You can't exactly blame them for that. Alright, let's head north into the first part of the city. Yeah, the game has oh, that did actually sound a little bit like Tom Kenny, but I doubt it was, because I think Legends used a Calgary-based voice acting crew. Because Mega Man's voice actor is definitely Canadian, because he goes a little aboot later on. Corey Savior, his Mega Man. David Hobond is the voice of that guy, who was... not much. Total Drama Presents The Redonkulous Race, he was a character. Producing Parker, he was a character. Hellswick, he was a character, and that's about it. Yeah, most of the voice actors in this game only have like 2 or 3 roles total. You know what, let's take a look at this. Anyone else have any major... Yeah, this... Oh, actually, here's a fun little thing. A character from later in this game voices Mega Man in the sequel. One of the voice actors was Sailor Jupiter in a lot of the older dubs for Sailor Moon. This character has not done a role since 2000. And was Duck in Little Bear. This character... Oh god, Spider Riders. Tron's voice actor was only ever Tron, really. Oh, this person's actually relatively up to date in that they did some movie called Ice Princess Lily last year. What the hell? Barrel's voice actor only ever voiced Barrel. Voice actor for the villain only voiced a villain. Yeah, Legends voice cast was pretty small. I think I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them were just interns at Capcom, like with Resident Evil and Mega Man X's 8 and 4, just better voiced. Oh, I love this fucking song. Girl looking for treasure. I'm tempted to do the actual voices, but yeah, I think Anthem would get annoyed at that after a while. He already gets annoyed in my normal voice. Because I could do really cursed voices.
Like what? So let's hear some of them.
This is Apple Market, the biggest shop center on Kattelox Island. Why is it called the Apple Market?
If you can deal with all of my comments and hearing protagonist like every 5 minutes.
That's true.
If you can tolerate that, that one's fine.
Apple Market, though, is sort of your secondary tutorial area, talking about how to learn and talk to people in the town. There's also a lot of just flavor text in this game for investigating items. Also, you can press circle alongside the D-pad to walk, which is not very important, but they make you do it once to teach you that you can do it.
I wish all games taught you that you could do that and then never did it again. 14.
Yeah.
Especially for considering the 14 has escort quests and things. That'd have been nice to know, right?
Mm-hmm. Also, in this area, you can listen to like CD players. And I think some of this is stuff from Capcom's other games, and some of it is just like licensed music. Because I know one of the reasons this game took forever to get to the Virtual Console was weird licensing stuff with like a soda can that they use on a particular what's it called? Vending machine. Ooh, jazz. You must develop a taste for freeform jazz.
We went with two different.
This is not what I'm investigating, but okay.
And I accidentally clipped into a room in somebody's house.
Also, I totally would have made the heavy metal stuff just some Mega Man X music. Because Mega Man X is definitely out at this point. Can I just not talk to this lady? Come on. There we go. Back when CDs were the major way of music. God, I miss that.
Do you?
Yes, because I honestly like CDs more than streaming. I think you can get better quality out of them as long as they use FLAC. That's definitely stock music. It's weird. I've played this game so many times, but I still like read all this dialogue just because there's something about the atmospheres of Legends 1. Box. Ooh, we found a broken cleaner inside the box. That doesn't sound very important, but trust me, that's actually very important. Check everything you can in this game that looks like a box, trash can, or hole in a wall. It's a refrigerator.
So basically, it's kind of like when you find one item in a trash can in the Pokemon game, then you spend the rest of the game looking through each one, even though there's only like 2 in the entire game.
I mean how they only did that once in Gen 1 and then did it again in the remake with some berries in that same room?
Yeah.
I don't understand why they did it just the once. Oh man, back when stereos were popular like this. Like, don't get me wrong, I have one in my room, but that's just for my room. This is the day when they would have fucking carry them around their shoulders. Which reminds me of one of my favorite Simpsons jokes, where it's just a bunch of some guys carrying a giant stereo on their shoulders, grooving to the music as they walk. And then they walk past two old dudes doing the same thing with like a giant gramophone. God, I miss old Simpsons.
You mean back when it was good? Ish.
I don't think modern Simpsons is awful. It's just lesser. Akbar Toy Store. So this is that new game called Mega Man Legends. It looks pretty interesting. And then the universe imploded. Now, I should note, there's a couple times throughout the game, you'll see the word dash just kind of put on things. That is the game's title in Japan, Rockman Dash, which is an acronym standing for, I believe, Dig Outers Adventures in Halcyon Days. Exactly. This is the dog Paprika. He's cute, isn't he? I guess. And might I introduce you to the bakery? Your biggest income in the game.
Huh.
More on why in a few moments. Actually, no, I'll do it now. You may have noticed the can over here. Who throws away Zenny? You can kick the can. And it'll bounce.
Can a Lalafell be in the can?
Nope, but if you bounce it into the bakery, you get 1,000 Zenny. And you get yelled at.
That's repeatable, isn't it?
Yes. That is the fastest way to get money in this game.
That's repeatable every time you enter the area, isn't it?
Yep. There is technically a downside to it in that this game has a karma system where if you do good things, you kind of you get a little bit brighter. If you do bad things, your armor gets a little bit darker, and that's about it. They intended to do more with it, I believe. They just didn't by the end of the development. Legends is a game that should I? Yeah, you no, I will not buy it for you. You look nice, but no thanks. Throw out change with the receipt, not far-fetched. True, especially given it was only 50 Zenny. That's only about, if we equate that to yen, like 5 cents. That's a buck. Dirty magazine on the racks in open air? Who just leaves the porn out in open air? You're supposed to put that behind places. Am I wrong?
No,
Nah, here's the manga.
Like...
No, I don't have an ID card. Yeah, for some reason they won't let you through to where the actual town is, but they'll let you into the market to buy shit. I should note, this only makes sense in terms of the game, because the port that people would come in on is on the western part of town, which is north of us, then west. So how would they get this far? Unless it's a thing of, as while you're doing business, make sure you go over there, something like that. Welcome to the parts shop. You're gonna be buying a lot of shit here. Oh, God. I don't think I've ever looked at that baby's face over there. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Oh, God. Ugh. Ah, okay, your husband's out on a dig, so, guess we can't get shit from you. Oh, well. I mean, I guess running a parts shop, digging around the ruins for old parts would probably be a good way to make some cheap change along the way. Alright, sure, we'll go find him. I'm grooving to this music so hard. It's such a short loop, but it never gets on my nerves. Mind you, I guess playing a game for 20 years would do that to me. I want Zenny. Now, here's the thing. I call this the best way to grind money in the game. And it is, because 1,000 zenny is pretty quick to get. I can't get that from down from there until I get the high jump later on. Shit. You're still going to spend money in like the tens to potentially hundreds of thousands later on. Because that's just how much money is in the game and how much you need to upgrade everything. Which I'm not going to upgrade everything during this playthrough. I'm just going to get everything.
100% run or nothing.
Hey, it's still 100%. It's just not... It's like saying 100% in Breath of the Wild is doing everything besides upgrading the armor, which is what I agree with.
Why not upgrade the armor?
Because that takes too many resources, and I'm not grinding for that shit.
But then it's not 100%.
Yes, it is. I have the armor. It's just not at max level. All right, now I'm going...
Then why is getting every character to level 99 considered 100% in things?
Because that might actually unlock something.
What if it doesn't?
Well, then those games are just wrong. I can shoot you if I jump, but the likelihood of your Zenny bouncing down here is low, but I still want to test for it. Now, if you're only here for plot, you want to go the exact opposite direction that I went. But actually, no, there's only Zenny here right now, because there's not even any holes in the wall. You might notice this wall looks a little bit different. We will eventually be able to break that down, but that's not for a long while. Oh no, Reva bots. Fall down here, dumbasses. Oh, God. Oh, okay, actually, I should talk about that. You may have noticed my health glowed red when I got hit there. Your health has a sort of shield on it, where if you take a big enough hit, that shield will be broken and you'll be constantly open for damage. While the shield is up, you still take damage, but it's just notably reduced. Which I think Legends 2 kept as a mechanic. I actually cannot quite recall. Can you guys just not fall down? Am I remembering that correctly? Yeah, I'm remembering that incorrectly. I just shoot you until your stuff explodes. Damn. Yeah, I'm getting to you, guy. I'm getting to you. All right. So you see that hole in the wall there? You might think that's just a texture. No. Whenever you see a hole in the wall, investigate it. There's either going to be nothing in there, or, like with chests, money, or even parts for weapons later on. Oh, the dodge roll! I forgot about that. Press R, one of the shoulders and the X button. You'll just do a little side dodge. That's helpful for getting out of the way of bigger attacks. I actually usually do forget about that, so I'm glad I saw that this early. Whoa, calm down there, Buster. I feel like I'm already missing a hole, but I think I'm thinking of two corners ahead of me. Yeah, I'm thinking like the next corner. Ah, more wiggly worms. I love the Reaverbot sound effect. That little did it is just so satisfying to me. So, dude, you got about 10 meters deep. Wait, is there still a snake left? Shut up, Impomapper, by the way. All right, there you go. All right. Just get back home safe, dude. Screw you guys, I'm going home.
You guys, I'm going home.
And you can just follow him immediately, but there is a little side area that we can investigate. That'll get us more items. Oh, these guys. These guys. Whenever you hear a sound like that, that means whatever you're doing is either too strong of a shield for you to damage, or you just need a different weapon to damage them. For right now, they might as well be remote mines. You activate them, and they'll run at you and fucking explode. Alright, so we saw this type of enemy earlier. But they always come in pairs of 2. Whenever you see the one that's rotating and sitting, attack that one. Because first off, it doesn't shoot back, which always a little bonus. But if you attack it and you destroy it, you might notice that guy's just orbiting there. The best way to describe it is that this is the brain while that is the body. If you take out the brain, the body can't do shit. And that leaves these guys completely open to attack. You alright?
Yeah.
And at the end of the road, we get ourselves, I believe, another accessory? Yeah, rapid fire. Increase our rapid. Rapid fire is still useful, I'd say. Even with the little rapid fire trick I showed you earlier that I tend to do more for boss fights. But still, I'd recommend it. Not special weapons. We don't have any of those yet. Oh, wait, you know what energy might be? I think energy is actually how many shots you can have on screen at a time. The color is just dictated by the attack. That's what it is. Woohoo! Hello! You can actually eventually jump up there, and you can see there's a little hole down there. I'll show where that leads to eventually. Actually, relatively soon, because you can get there pretty quickly. Oh, hey, roll. Spotter's car, huh? Yeah, Mega Man and Roll aren't related in this, so they're less brother and sister, more brother-sister figure with questionable romantic ties. Like a lot of people theorized Legends 3 before that got canceled. Was gonna potentially have Mega Man come back from the ending of 2 and finally actually have a romance with one of the 2 characters, but no way to know now. One day, Capcom. One day.
Is that day February 30th?
No. September 32nd.
Why didn't you just say September 31st?
Because it's even more out of my grasp than that. You gonna talk to me, dude, or... Osh. Actually, what are these kids' names? Osh, Bensley, and what's the third one's name? Jim. Hi, Jim. Because I am the king of the hill around here. That's some weird kerning. Comparatively, this game has really fucking good fucking strip reading, by the way. The proofreading here is really fucking tight. Oh, thank you. And for saving them, we get a mine parts kit. More on what that'll do in a little bit. And they're actually talking about the car Roll was at right now. And if we want it, we can take it. Unfortunately, they don't have any parts for our ship, which is the main reason we came here, so, whoops. Yeah, what did I say my name was? Hippopotamus. And they will call you that for the rest of the game, by the way. And they eventually...
a bitch?
No, they'll call you Hippopotamus if you say your name's Hippopotamus. I think there's a line along the lines of... We know his name's actually Mega Man because we saw it on the news or some shit, but he wanted to become Hippopotamus, and he lied to us, so we're going to call him Hippopotamus anyway. Alright, let's head out to roll. Can. Am I going to do this every time I walk through this area? Yes. How many times have I walked through this area? Honest to God,
Also, yes.
I can't count that high. You come through here a lot. And if it's just to check the junk shop, because their stock updates regularly. Okay, can I buy stuff from there now, or do I have to wait until after the next plot event?
Oh, you have to kick it over the counter?
Yeah, over the counter into the bakery. No, I have to wait until after the next plot event. Hey, Roll, guess what? We got a car.
Mega Man, were you able to find anything?
No.
Oh. If you can't find any parts in town, I guess we'll have to try digging for them ourselves.
That's what the man at the junk store said.
That might take a while. Which means... Huh?
What's
Mega
up?
Man, what's that?
What's what?
It looks like a weapons upgrade module.
Oh, the thing they gave us.
Oh, this? Yeah, the junk store man gave it to me. He said we could use this car to hook it up.
You mean we can use this car? Well, come on then. Let's get it attached right away. There, it's ready. This weapon
Welcome
lets
back,
you
Bun
use
Bun.
landmines. Just drop them in front
Hi,
of an oncoming
Bun
enemy, and
Bun.
boom! Just remember, there's a limited number of mines, so make sure you use them sparingly.
Yeah,
Do
this
you
game's
want me
voice
to
acting is pretty
explain
damn
what this
good compared to
weapon does again?
Capcom a year prior.
I'll get to work on fixing this car up. I'll be able to help you out
Alright,
and make
so-
a spot for you if I can get it running again.
That's true. You did. I don't think you ever did leave. All right, so this will come into play more later on, but this place is going to essentially act as our dev room, where if we ever find parts that can be turned into weapons or used to make other things, this is where we take them so Roll can put them together, plain and simple. This is also where we get our first special weapon, the Mine Layer. Super limited in use.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you,
Mind
so I
Flayer?
gave you this.
Mind Layer.
Your citizen's card.
Well, that's just boring.
Yeah, we got a citizen's
Now
card, so we
you'll
can at least
be
head
able
to
use
Central
the city
Town.
Gates. Of course, there are some gates that can't be opened.
Well, Central and North Town.
Why's that?
Pirates.
Pirates?
We've received information that indicates there are some headed this way. So as a precaution, we're evacuating the civilians and locking the gates.
Pirates? Our grandfather is still inside the city. Will he be all right?
Well, I'm sure he's heard the announcements about the pirates. If I see
Yar,
him,
har,
I'll make sure he gets to a
fiddly-dee.
safe place. If you'll excuse me.
Yeah, that's the logic they use for why. No, that's the logic they
I'm
use for
worried
why
about
the
Gramps. I hope he'll be
gates are
okay.
locked.
I'll go look for him. You wait here.
Admittedly, it
Okay,
also
Mega
explains,
Man,
now I think about it,
be
why one
careful.
section of the city is just completely fucking abandoned in terms of people. I think that's East Town. Checking data, checking data, checking data. Saving, saving, saving. Nope, okay, actually, that works out. Alright, so you might notice now on the bottom right, we have a weapons gauge. If I press the triangle button, I lay down a mine. That will either get detonated after a certain amount of time, after you lay even more mines, or if an enemy steps on it. It's super limited in how you can use it, but if you can master it, it can do some decent damage for early game, but you have to get like super up close to the enemy to do it. And don't be like young me and think that just playing a mine means you're immune to it. No, you can hurt yourself with your own mines. Be a little bit careful with those. Can, no, Can, why have you betrayed me again? Who has a secret meeting in front of a door? God, I didn't know we were in some fucking like Ace Attorney bullshit. And here's the tutorial for walking. Hold circle and walk. Bold of me to assume you never left. Fair enough. And there they go, off to the races. What do you mean that's a major side quest later on where I have to help those kids out? Fuck. And time for the introduction of the fan favorites. My God, they're adorable.
Okay, got it? Once the decision's made, there's no turning back. Nothing less than 100%. And remember, it's more than just guns and ships. It's whoever has the most.
What's adorable? All I see is these three ugly
right?
fucks on the screen.
Right.
Did you just call the fucking serve bots ugly?
It's a joke.
You fucking better look at these adorable Lego head motherfuckers.
That's right. You.
I want 60 plushies. Actually, no, 41 plushies, because that's exactly how many of them there are.
What
Hi.
are you looking at?
Nothing. She's not important at all. Alright, so now time for me to do probably the biggest search in the game. There are all sorts of trash cans across this part of the city. And they can be destroyed during the next major boss fight. And I believe that happens. I forget if you lose out on where they are permanently, or am I just thinking of the building's getting destroyed now that I think about it? Either way, I'd rather be safer than sorry. Don't kick us. Actually, that's a weird foreshadowing. You actually can kick some pigs in the sequel. Broken motor, that can be made into something later on at Rolls. Also, I'll give them this. Compared to other games like this is like a legitimate little town settlement in terms of like the amount of houses. Kattelox feels much more alive than other games, even on the system. That said, you can't enter any of the houses. You can check the doors of each one. I think it's some unique dialogue. Like some people leaving on trips, other people being like, fuck it, I'm staying. Frank Sinatra records. Okay. Also, we have a vending machine. You can put 100 zenny in, or you can kick it. And that will drop a soft drink for you, and it's a free health restore. With that said, kick something enough, it will get damaged. Kick it even more from there, it will explode, and you're going to take some damage. And you deserve it, you fucking thief. Do, 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 do. But that said, you can also interact with the cars around here in one of two ways. Either you jump on them, namely the bus, and then ride on top because you have fun with that. Or you could practice insurance fraud. Lawsuit coming your way, motherfucker. Did I check every trash can? Was that really it?
Dan just keeps fucking driving after hitting you.
Yeah. I had a lot of fun doing that as a kid. And I wonder why I have brain damage.
Do you gain anything by that?
No, it's just there because why the fuck would you stand in front of a car running towards you?
I mean, hell, even GTA stops the car.
Yeah.
This game's just fucking rude, man.
Gary Oak with glasses and girl.
What?
You'll see her.
It's one of the cheerleaders.
Actually,
Gary Oak with glasses.
see what I mean? I love this game's soundtrack. There, like I said, there is a bit of stock music in here. In fact, there's one outright classical piece in both games. Like Legends 2 uses Vivaldi, Four Seasons.
Really?
Yeah, and the sulfur bottom. It's just you walk in. It's just da 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 da. People engaged in evil deeds will reveal themselves through their appearance, which will darken and become distorted, a reflection of their inner selves. That goes into the karma system, which again is literally skin deep. Actually, no, I think it does change one thing. I think it increases the prices of certain shops, but I might be thinking of Legends 2, honestly, because Legends 2 also had that. But I forget if it meant even more or less there. Because honestly, Legends 2 was a game I played much less, despite me thinking it's the better game. At least in terms of, like, action stuff. History of Kattelox Volume 1. Yeah, the weirdly fucked up thing about people who are diggers on this island, which are the people who go into the ruins and find shit, as I said before, they have access to very few of the actual ruins because apparently a lot of them are super dangerous, which, come on. People can handle it. Also, one very minor thing I like that this game does, there's like a bunch of generic NPCs, but they at least have like 3 or, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 different color variations on them, so that doesn't seem as repetitive. And I oddly appreciate that. By the way, I should know, just based off how much time is left before my usual end of stream time, we're probably not getting much else in terms of action this stream. Because I like exploring this island every single time. I forgot they actually talk about the 7 main gates even here. There's an oddly high amount of world building for a game that just didn't do too well for the time. Although Legends 1 definitely did well enough. Possibly just because it had the Mega Man name recognition. Because Legends 2 and Misadventures of Tron didn't sell spectacularly well. Tron is also kind of one of those rare games to find. It's also a bitch to emulate, unless you're using BizHawk. And to an extent, RetroArch. Like EPSXE and PSXFin, neither of them can run it. And I still do not know why. Did I already check this one? Oh, wait. I forgot about something. If you kick a trash can, you can tell if something's going to be in it. If the lid pops up, there's nothing in it. If it doesn't, there's something in there for you. Oh, wait, I should show this off. This little gate here, You can press the circle button to enter it. And with that, we are back underground, right near the first subgate, or the first main ruins, actually. How near? Well, remember that cliff with the 2 standard Reaper bots on it? Now we're on top of it. The best way I can view this is that's supposed to be a shortcut into this area. Though it's a very loose term shortcut, because the thing is with the ruins in this game, the main one, the ones with the brown walls, are actually all interlinked across the island as a giant maze. Only the unique dungeons are of their own maps and have their own mechanics. In a weird way, this game can be compared to not quite Metroid, but definitely that kind of like interlinked world kind of adventure game. Dark Souls? No. This is the Dark Souls of Mega Man. Do it, cops. Oh god, they did it! This is 2020.
Damn.
Hello again, Miss Pink Lady. God, looking at her model, it's ridiculous how much better the graphics in Legends 2 and Tron Bon are. Welcome to the rich sector of town. How do I know it's the rich sector of town? The town hall's here, and there's only like 6 fucking houses?
Okay, I'm heading to sleep.
Alright, have a good night, man.
Night.
This is the bank. It's a bank. With that said, this game has such a weird attention to detail because there's a lot of buildings you seldom need to do anything with. Like, you come to this bank for a side quest later on. You go to the police station across the way from us right now on the west side, the east side of this area, for a bunch of side quests later on, but only like to get accept and complete them, never to actually do parts of them there. And the library. I don't think there's a single fucking side quest there. This game has a dedication to making this town feel like an active town, and I fucking appreciate that. Honestly, top 5 town themes in gaming. I fucking love this song. Diddle 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 diddle. Kind of surprised thinking about it. There's not really any beachfront property on this island, which that's usually kind of like creme de la creme real estate. Oh, it's so easy to tell you guys are based off Japanese police. Oh, I forgot how good the detective theme is. Oh, this is some fucking Phoenix Wright-ass music. Or Touch Detective now that I think about it. I'd argue the opposite. The police station is probably where I'd attack first. Oh, you're adorable. Little Lego man. Is there already a fucking newspaper about us thrashing? Actually, I think that does update periodically throughout the game. I just seldom check it. Oh, shit, really? Well, that's awfully convenient, but I guess we can probably go check out the mayor's house or mayor's office and not get arrested for forcefully entering. Right? Right? Either way, let's enter Town Hall. An area that looks huge, but is only actually about 3 rooms, I think. You're actually gonna walk in and be like, "Hey, can he come in? Hey, good news, sir. You can come in. Come on in, man." I mean, I guess if pirates come around, you can never be too certain.
Hey, Mega Man! Come to check up on me, eh? Here, let me introduce you to the mayor of this island, Amelia.
I'm Amelia. Nice to meet you. I'm an old friend of Professor Barrel's.
This lady's
I
voice
worked as his
actor
assistant for a while.
ended up being the voice
While I
actor for
was in
Mega
school.
Man in the sequel.
It's a small
Not for nothing, she gives a
world,
damn good
isn't it?
performance.
To tell you the truth, we've gotten reports that there are some pirates headed this way. I was asking the professor if he might have any idea what they're after.
I'll bet anything they're after the legendary treasure supposedly buried on this island.
There are a lot of stories about the treasure, but no one knows exactly what it is. I thought maybe you might know something about it, Professor.
I've been in the digging business a long time, but I haven't been able to find out anything about this island's treasure except legends and myths. Look, Mega Man, I'll be here for a while talking with Amelia. So why don't you go back and keep an eye on Roll? Tell her not to worry about me, okay?
Sure thing, Grandpappy. It's weird. The amount of voice lines they decide to voice for the game for certain characters is very inconsistent, because you'd figure, like, even with stuff as important as this, they would voice them. But there's something odd about the atmosphere it creates with when the game decides to voice and not voice. I don't know how to phrase it. Legends has a very unique atmosphere, I think is the best way to put it. Mind you, a lot of PlayStation games did. Like, just look at the Echo Knight games that FromSoft did before they did Dark Souls and all that, which are super interesting horror games for the PlayStation. Follow the line, you won't have any problems. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, it'll probably be fine. I say, knowing the plot. Not for nothing, what does the evac procedures look for an island? Like, where do you go? Like, it's not like Kattelox is near any other major islands.
It's a dog!
Ah, where?
What's that all about?
Oh, there's the Canadian showing about.
What did I ever do to you?
God damn. I can't tell what's more impressive. Her continuously being able to run from that dog no problem like that, or the dog from being able to catch up with a relatively tall person running away for that long. I'm sorry, with the threat of pirates going around, wouldn't you actually believe kids potentially telling you, hey, look, a pirate's right there, should probably investigate it? Oh god, dude, your face is warping real weird right now. Yeah, this game's textures. I love the crunchiness, but sometimes the right angle. Oh my god, your fucking face, Jim. Jesus Christ. Oh. I love it. Am I immature? A little bit. Do I care? Nope. Kick the doggy. I joke. You could do that in the Japanese version. You could kick the dog, and I think it would resolve this all the same. They got that out because animal cruelty.
What are you staring at? I'm not a circus clown or something. Go on, get out of here.
Hey, cut it out! Don't you know you can't treat girls that way? Hey, hold on. Down, boy. Down.
I entirely forgot about this song on the soundtrack. And away he goes. How adorable.
Are you alright?
You alright? That's a face.
You just mind your own business.
May I introduce everyone to my introduction to the tsundere trope? Before I watched Evangelion as like a 6-year-old, before I watched other shit I probably shouldn't have been watching about my age, now that I think about it, there was Mega Man Legends. Okay, can we also check these? Yeah, but no matter what you do, you can only head through these few sections of town we've been to before. We're eventually going to be able to go to West and East Town, but for now we're just going to have to head back to Roll. Oh, hey, shop dude. Alright, now they're finally open for business. The only actual shop you can buy stuff here in the shopping district. In fact, one of the few times you actually get something from one of the other places, you get it for fucking free. Alright, so let's go over what we can buy here. We can buy parts outright, which are pieces for your buster that increase things a certain amount. I'd recommend anything that increases energy or attack. Range can be useful, but there's ways that, because there's going to be parts later on that raise the stats of multiple parts. For right now, though, I would recommend buying the Energy Canteen, which is sort of this game's version of an energy tank from classic series. With that said, unlike energy tanks, you can refill them at will, so it's kind of a mix of an energy tank and a sub-tank. Life gauge adds a single point to your life. Extra pack adds a point to your energy gauge, so it gets bigger. Alright, that should be good for now. Let's, attack +2. And energy +2. Oh, special items, by the way, is your key items. That's where you can use the energy bottles, where you can see the blue refractor we got in the tower, and our current citizen's card. Can. Hey. Alright, once I reach the next save point, I think I'm going to end off there.
Aye, aye, Miss Fun. Up and away.
Bye!
Omega Man!
Sorry, I think you missed a space there. I'm not Omega Man, I'm Omega Man. Omega Man does sound like... Well, no, that's basically just Omegamon, isn't it? Omnimon. Is there an Omegamon in Digimon? I don't know.
Where's Gramps?
Yeah, back at the City Hall.
What? He's talking with the mayor at City Hall?
Yes.
I hope he'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
By the way, did you see those weird-looking ships that just flew past here?
Yeah.
I've never seen ones like that before. I wonder whose they are.
Oh, there they go.
There goes one.
God damn.
What's that noise? Sounds like... Oh no, they're attacking the city. Gramps is still in there. Mega Man, I'm going to go make sure he's all right. Whoa!
Well, shit. That's bad. We should follow up on this. What do you mean I said I was gonna end next stream and that the next save point is in here? Can. Also, I do appreciate they actually show her running through like that. That's a nice detail for the generation of the game this is. Usually when you see that, they would make it a fixed camera angle where they would show her like running this way for a camera angle, then cut away and make a sound as Mega Man standing over there. But no, this is gonna be where we end stream tonight, because we just hit 2 o'clock ish. Checking data. All right. Time for me to play some Atelier Razor. Hey, woohoo. I'd like to thank y'all for coming by tonight. Alright, so next stream is going to be on Tuesday as usual. We're going to continue on this game and probably get a much further distance in than we did today. Again, I'd like to thank y'all for coming by tonight. Anthem, thanks for being in chat with me. Quick Play, Bun Bun, any others who were staying around lurking, thank y'all for stopping by as well. And let's find ourselves a raid target. And by that, I mean, I'm just going to see if the person I want to raid is about to end or not. Because that is a very, different situation. Let's see. Is he mid-run right now? Yeah, he's live right now. We're gonna raid my good buddy Kenny / Music-Will. He is currently speedrunning Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland any percent Meta Nightmare for hopefully getting a 33 minute time of some sort. Otherwise, again, hope y'all have a great night. Take care, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday. Bye-bye.